our last two sessions, we discussed a letter from a man whose wife, Marta, addictively spent not just money, but time and energy as she purchased praise and power from other people. I suggested that even though normally we should stay out of our partner's mistakes, he might consider talking to her because her behavior was killing her and their relationship. Now back to the writer of the letter. Sit down with her in a time of non-crisis and explain that you do understand that she's trying to help people. But tell her that you only have limited funds. You simply can't afford to keep financing everything she wants to buy. Your limited income isn't something you're doing to her. Your income is just a fact. So a budget must be drawn up. Then you will have to draw up a budget as to how much money can be spent each month for groceries, for example, for the family. That's what's reasonable for the family, not groceries for the entire extended family and for all her friends. She may scream and call you cheap and fall on the floor and stomp out of the room. But when you have $10 and somebody wants to spend $20, their desire to spend $20 does not change the fact that you have $10. Then you do the same for all the other categories of spending in the family. Utilities, insurance, gas for the car, everything. Then you decide which of the bills you will pay. Mortgage, utilities, whatever. And you decide which of the purchases she will make. Groceries, and so on. How do you keep her from going over her budgetary limits? You cancel all credit cards, every one of them. Also, all ability for her to write checks. Then you give her a debit card where she can charge only what's actually in the bank account. When she gets to the end of what's in the account, she can't charge a dime more. You show her how to keep track of what's in the account. So if she spends frivolously on her friends, fine. But then she knows that she can't buy groceries for her children. Now, why are you making these decisions? It's not because you're mean. It's not because you're the boss in the family. It's not because you're trying to control things or being a tyrant. It's not because you're punishing her. No, it's only because you're the only sane person in the family when it comes to money. Marta is so blinded by her need to buy the approval of other people that she simply doesn't know how to make out a budget. She only knows how to buy stuff. That leaves you to make out a budget. She can't help you make out a budget. She's crippled. You decide what is sensible for family budget limits, not what will make her friends happy, including for Christmas. And that's the end of it. You can get her input, but you'll have to make the decisions because she's simply incapable because of her addiction. You're helping her here. You don't ask an addict how much heroin she should be allowed to take. Ridiculous. Now, this will be hard. She won't like it. But how you're living now is an imitation love hell. It's killing her and you and your relationship. It's not like this is some odd little peculiarity that only affects her. If so, you'd just leave it alone. This is destroying your family. You're still leaving her infinite possibilities to be happy. Within this budget, she can still spend in an infinite variety of ways. She still has infinite choices to make. And if she's willing to work with it, she has an opportunity to learn that she can fail to please people and still be happy. That would be a huge lesson indeed. If she chooses to leave you over this issue, That would be her choice. And you can't feel responsible for that. If you want to be happy, you can't keep doing what you're doing. You have to do the responsible thing here, and then let her decide whether she will join you as a partner in being responsible and happy.